A date which will live in infamy.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
Will light our country and all who serve it, and the glow from that fire can truly light the world.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Read my lips. No new access.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Morning, Sunday morning.
What difference at this point does it make?
You once again gave a non-answer. Joe Biden gave a non-answer.
Trying to answer you
The
now.
American people deserve it.
What are we talking about? Come on, man.
First tonight, police say squatters invaded a multi-million-dollar home in Sammamish. And good evening, I'm Monique Minglavin.
And I'm Dave Wagner. Investigators found guns, bulletproof vests, and drugs inside. Despite all that, though, they can't do much to keep the squatters from coming back. KIRO 7's Kevin Coe joins us live tonight from Sammamish. Kevin, neighbors have to be frustrated.
Yeah, and several homeowners I talked to were scared to talk out loud standing here across the street from the vacant home. And the reason why is because they weren't sure who could be listening. That fear of speaking out loud speaks for itself. And while local law enforcement say they don't share that fear, they do feel the same frustrations with what's happening here.
This seems like just another home in this quiet Sammamish neighborhood, and that's possibly what the people living inside were hoping for.
The amount of guns, drugs, etc. that were confiscated out of that place are not for personal use or for any good reason.
Sammamish Police Chief Dan Pingree says about a month ago, people broke into this vacant home and made it their own.
No one was supposed to be there, that the homeowners we're not allowing anybody to stay there.
The homeowners live overseas, but Pingree says they have someone who checks the property for them.
The person who is watching over the home for the homeowner showed up a week ago Friday.
That's when they found 12 guns, bulletproof vests, more than $40,000 in cash, and more than 15,000 fentanyl pills, along with heroin and meth.
As we were beginning to take a look at our next steps, an unlicensed motorcycle showed up with 2 people on it.
Police say those 2 people were the squatters, who were both arrested for burglary, but then they were out of jail in a matter of days. And claimed the property inside the house belonged to them. The chief says legally there was nothing Sammamish police could do.
This past week, had to do a civil standby allowing the person who had been illegally living there to come in and get what they stated was their property. And we were not allowed to go in there with them.
A neighbor sent us photos showing someone loading a TV into a U-Haul and the garage full of appliances, even an ATM. This all happened with police units stretching down the street.
Somehow these squatters who are living in this residence seem to have at least as much rights as the homeowner. And that's very difficult for any of us to understand.
Now, while we were here, a car actually came by, pulled into the driveway, and a man came out and went inside. So did Sammamish police. And we were told the man is actually working with the homeowners, and he came here to change the locks on the home, and he also had a home security system installed today as well. Guys, back to you.
Boy, it just makes you shake your head, Kevin. Thank you.